Привет.
Привет. Слушай, а ты слышал про этот SMM subgovernance? Ой, SMM с DevOps.
DevOps Subgovernance. Сколько
Да.
же их расплодилось? Нет, мне
Нет,
на все не хватает. На все мне не хватает, да.
А там интересная штука, там получается
Hi,
работает.
Nimrod.
Hi.
You can continue with Russian until everybody joins. You don't have to move to English. Just a lot.
No, it's a matter, you know, of
Yeah.
politeness.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we are waiting for
Hi.
Vladimir Maslякov and Zurab, right?
I think we can start. I just sent a message to Vladimir.
Probably. Okay, just a second. I will also ping Zurab. Just a second. And done. Okay, so perfect. I have sent notifications to everyone, so then we probably can start. Let's start with the good news. So we have two topics to discuss today. It's a contest update and the discussion on the PR thesis for crypto media. Starting from the good news, we have launched two contests for bridges, one for Ethereum, another one for Polkadot. Now it's time to start inviting teams to participate because we all know that we had some preliminary discussions with major teams in this market. So guys, please, maybe you can give a bit of update.
Yeah, from our side, we invited 3 team now that starting work under the contest, but but we need more team because there are a lot of ways how to create architecture in Polkadot and Ethereum, and for good decision how to do it, we need to observe a lot of different variants.
Absolutely agree.
I try to involve one team more. I will try.
Very good. Did you talk to them already? Probably not. Okay, guys, please. This is really crucial because we all agreed that we need to start running these contests in several stages: architecture and design, then implementation on smart contracts, APIs, testing, and audit. So, but the funnel should be wide. So please think about who else we can invite, even if we do not right now familiar with, for us just to avoid rescheduling the contest after. And governance 2.0 is coming. So then it will be absolutely impossible to reschedule anything. So now we are enjoying just the last moments of it. But afterwards, it will be much more complex. So maybe we need to design our contest to pass a bit longer than 2 weeks. Okay, so another thing is our unhappy child. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, Vlad, I have no questions. What about our jury contest?
Yes, that's what I'm coming to. So this is our unhappy child. So it was the contest was run, and unfortunately, due to some technical error or some human error, I don't know, it was deployed incorrectly, and the couple of initial submissions were lost. And now to redeploy the contest, we needed all the wallets from you to include them as jury wallets. That's why I pushed you yesterday and the day before yesterday to provide these wallets. And finally, all of them were provided yesterday to the interface team, and they should redeploy the contract today. And hopefully, and the guys who are willing to submit their submissions, sorry, we'll do this until the end of this week. We'll have the time. And afterwards, we will need to pass the voting stage. So if not all of you know how to do this, I will guide you. It's really easy, but we want to see much more submissions. I know at least 2 people who are willing, and we'll just publish the submissions very soon. So probably some of you know people who are also capable of being jurors in such a technical contest. I also proposed maybe to publish the call to participate in the contest in the main jury group, because I know there were some technically capable people who will be able to join the jury of DeFi as well. What do you think?
Yeah, and then another activity we talked with Vladimir Maslякov yesterday about publication in Cointelegraph for Clock, maybe CoinDeck too, with news that we started work on the community-driven DeFi in Freeton, with links to first contest and include jury contest. And Vorobyov published a link in our Freeton DeFi group for first theses, arguments for journalists. And if you didn't write anything before, please write some your minds, because it's very important. Translate with minds to in articles to wide community. And about timing of these articles, we are planning publish it and at the start of next week, and we are waiting from comments.
Very good. While we are not moved too far away from the jury contest, I want to propose, guys, that we made this contest a regular one, because I see that there are not that many people who will be able to be a due judge for DeFi products, and it requires quite a lot of technical skills. And I propose to make it just run one jury contest after another until we get the necessary 15 to 20 people in the jury. What do you think? Any comments, please? Don't sleep.
I think it's fine.
Brilliant.
What will be the period of rerunning?
I think it will be a 2-week contests. So just to collect the submissions in several waves. Yeah, and so, because we can, from one side, we cannot wait for months and run a very long contest to collect the jury. So we need to put it a bit shorter. So in 2 weeks term, I think it's fair.
Yeah, you never know when you find a new contact on your network that may
Absolutely.
Fine.
Absolutely. Very good. All right, gentlemen. Let's go to the PR thesis. So did anyone read this already? Or maybe Alexei, you will present it to us, please.
Yeah, but Alexei not here.
He's not here. I'm sorry.
He's here now.
Very good. You came on time. Alex, hello. we want you to present the PR thesis, please.
Yeah, hi everyone. So basically we are preparing PR publications on different websites with crypto, and we need to gather base content for writers to create articles on. So this includes what can Freetown network provide to DeFi developers, how they can start developing, what's the benefits of Freetown, and what are the potential rewards for them as early adopters, and to ask developers and community to participate in contests and all that we are arranging. So we have created a form with basic 2 questions, and if I would like to ask you guys just to input ideas of what we can send to the news and journalists.
Okay.
What is the deadline for collecting all the information?
I think
I guess
tomorrow.
today by some.
Today maximum
Today,
tomorrow to tomorrow morning because of it Roman with Vladimir Maslякov from Vladimir Maslякov team will contact with journalists in St. Petersburg for Kotelnikov, and we will start.
I'll update the link in the chat and tag you all, so please join. There are some answers already, so who didn't provide your ideas, please do it today.
Okay,
guys, if you need, guys, if you need some help with working with some media, I mean, we have sub-governments, ambassador, partnership that can help with all these articles and etc. because they need to do it. It's like their business, and they can help to our sub-governments that more DeFi, but in ambassador, for example, sub-governments more specialists in events, in copywriting, in some connection with media, etc. It's possible to work together.
Maybe someone from their sub-governments can communicate with us, and we can provide theses for Kotelnikov and so on too. And if we're able to create articles and publish it, that's awesome.
If I'm not mistaken,
I can discuss with them. Maybe it's a good way. Why not?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're a good communicator. Yeah, thank you.
Because our sub-governance more about professional DeFi, yes, and some special mechanism, liquid pool, stable coins, more technical specialists are there, more specialists in PR and etc. like this. But I know that in Brox's many specialists, and maybe it's no need. It's only offer, not more, or suggestion.
No, that's a really sound idea, and also wanted to propose it. But still, our key focus is speed of publication, because we have 2 contests running already, and we want more people to come. So let's avoid some bureaucracy if guys from the sub-governance will be able to help us with writing the material and speed us up. That's good. If not, so we will do this ourselves. But for future, of course, we need some inter-governance collaboration. That's very good.
Yeah,
Sounds very good.
okay, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Any more ideas on this point?
Guys, I would just check with the wiki sub-governance. I think wiki is the best one to quickly get some material on this. Yeah,
I would even invite them to join our calls. At least one representative for each sub-governance. It would be really nice. I'll write to Michael. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for wiki we have only announcement and one prototype, and we have not a lot of content for wiki. I think after 2 weeks we will have 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 and more architectures for bridges, and it will be very good content.
Yeah, but maybe they will help us in copywriting and linking to the right person to the media. So I think that was the idea of Aleksandr.
That's correct, Vat, indeed.
Yeah, brilliant. I will contact Michael and invite him to join us for our next call. And also let's invite people from other sub-governances. I think this cross-enrichment between other streams is very good indeed for all of us. All right. So does anyone has anything to say more on this topic?
On the first one, Vlad, on getting more developers, we have a few validators who are also validators in Polkadot, and some of them are kind of gearing up for Ethereum 2.0. So I'll reach out to Kotelnikov, who is at least in Polkadot from what I know. So maybe we can contact guys like, I don't know, Everstake and some of the other ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Who are validators in a few chains, and they can try to get us into the developer community.
Perfect. I think that's a great idea. So we need just to prepare some thesis, a short thesis, not like for media, but rather for developers to invite them to join our contests.
I think the link to forum with description of content is okay for a start.
Okay, very well.
Well, also, I think that it's worth to mention that there is a developer experience sub-governance, but it's sort of another thing. But in the roadmap, there is a little stuff. It's not first priority, and I think that we will not get much developers working on it. So it would be maybe possible to mention that we are committed to develop tooling for replacement the Web3 JS well-known Ethereum library to communicate with smart contracts, and we will be happy to knowledge share some best practices Ethereum used to employ when communicating with smart contracts. And also, I, as a like, from my point of view, it is crucial to communicate the importance of end-to-end decentralization paradigm in the global, like, just high-level view, to prepare like the understanding of some decision made behind the whole TON infrastructure. I think that it's important to like to accent on the fact that all the dApps that we used to see are not fully decentralized, and that there is actually a way to make them end-to-end decentralized.
Yeah, that's very good. And by the way, so you also pronounced what I also have in my mind, that we need a bit more close collaboration with the dev experience sub-governance, because you guys prepare a lot of good tool sets for operating with Triton. And DeFi projects are quite the same, but for a specific area dealing with decentralized finance. And for not to double the work, and yeah, I like the idea of creating this paradigm, and let's discuss it.
Yes,
Ivan, will you be able to prepare some kind of concept for the next week call, and maybe we'll discuss it here?
You mean some text, concise vision? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, and we will discuss it here.
I even have maybe some drafts in Russian, so yeah, we'll work on that.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. Yes, I will do. It's pretty easy, I think. Okay, so one more topic I wanted to discuss today also is a bit more on the media side as well, not only about our contest, but rather about how to deal criticism in terms of DeFi in relation to Triton. As you could have seen, there are a lot of publications now that DeFi is now coming to the stagnation phase, so the hype is over, and Aleksandr has also shared one of articles which is very good. And also there are some really really good criticism on the forum that we are right now building some hype-driven tools for Triton, which is not true at all, but still people have this on their minds, and I think that we need to devote a bit more time to explain what we are doing and why, because we have written this in our sub-governance proposal, in our initial proposal, but I think it's worth to pronounce it again by our voice. I will start, and please, anyone just join the discussion. So Triton is not just yet another blockchain. It's a really revolutionary blockchain, which is super fast, super efficient, and really designed to deal with decentralized finance. And all other projects that are right now run on, for example, Ethereum, they will be kind of like the first Ford cars compared to Lamborghini now. So that's why we think that this direction is really important to be covered by the Triton. But we do all our initiatives in a Triton way. We make it decentralized, open source, and run through the community test. That's why we have run now several contests for building bridges with, for example, Ethereum and Polkadot, and one more, I guess, is coming for Solana, and maybe others. This is needed to refill all the system with liquidity.
And also we explained a bit in previous calls that we are going to build the whole DeFi architecture on top of Freeton, which will be open sourced and open for usage by any team around the world. And anyone can take this source code and start working with on his DeFi product based on Freeton. All of this is also needed for the Freeton itself because it will generate transactions, it will help the blockchain grow, and it will just bring some blood in the system. That's the essence of success for, I guess, for any blockchain currently existing. Guys, please say a couple of words from yourself on why DeFi, why DeFi on Freeton, and why our concept is the right one.
If I may, I think that explaining that Freeton is the best blockchain and the most advanced is something which is, I at least don't think we should use this argument. I think that there are, Polkadot is saying that, Qtum is saying that, every blockchain is saying that, and it's kind of, I would prefer to very specifically explain why. And the best way to demonstrate it is, for example, if we have some of the things that we discussed in the prior call last week. For example, a very efficient stable coin with very low transaction costs based on the other stable coins. If we have a bridge that we can function as a layer 2 for everything, and if there's another hype cycle in DeFi, transactions don't cost $100 anymore, but they cost virtually nothing through these bridges. So I would demonstrate by examples rather than just declaring that we're the best.
Thank you.
I want to add that Nimrod said about this cost of transaction. It's very important things. It's not so little thing, because I work with some pools, and when transaction fees stay more and more, sometimes people can profit only that amount of transaction capacity, more than $10,000, sometimes more than $50,000. If you have less capacity, it's fees stay for you like big amount, and it's very important because many people, in all of the world that can and would use DeFi. For example, South America, Africa, where people don't have bank account, they want to use some instrument for credit, for some percent if they save money, but they cannot do it with little amount of money. And if blockchain give this opportunity to do business with amount from 20 euros to 1,000 euros, maybe we involved in blockchain technology in DeFi, maybe 1 or 2 or 5 million new users, not only these geeks and these professional brokers, but all the world, I mean.
I absolutely agree with you. Maybe I was misunderstood. I didn't explain myself correctly. I think that it's definitely an excellent point to demonstrate why Freeton is better. I'm just saying that we shouldn't use the expression "we're just better," but rather if we show the functionality, for example, the bridge and enabling users with small transactions to participate in DeFi. I absolutely agree with you on that. I would just prefer, as a general thing, I in my life, I prefer to demonstrate what I'm doing instead of discuss it. So I think, instead of continuously declaring we're best, just demonstrate, show, have the bridge ready, and enable users to do these transactions with almost zero cost, for example.
Yeah, and one more, I can add it. For example, in some project, especially on this hype period, I looked inside of smart contracts, and in some of them, only administrator in smart contracts can change and update the smart contracts. And it's mean that you give money in this pool or for this stable coin, but you will be sure that it will be, what will be future with your money, because he can deploy more smart contract and change it. It's one part of DeFi. Another part, they used some governments with voting with governments. But for example, they before had pre-sale, and you look that some person that more than 51% of voting, they had major of voting from pre-sale. I think it's not really decentralization, but in free-tone blockchain, it's start from really decentralization, and I think it will be second big thing why free-tone better for DeFi. It will be real voting with real decentralization without special if, I mean.
Yeah, very good point, I think.
I have a few points to elaborate on. Yes, the first, I think that the blockchain, Ton blockchain is suitable for smart contracts because, or for DeFi, because the finance is about like a big amounts of money being like put inside some activity which like aimed to multiply the amount of this money, and this concept just from the high level is just the same as like a proof of stake. So stake is so putting some money to secure the whole systems, the whole financial system in this case, and the unique thing feature which Ton blockchain allows is a D-pools which allow to transfer the stake with all the rewards, or portion of stake with all the rewards being so all the rewards get to the whom you transferred the stake. So that allows use the stake as a collateral, and this involves a much more broad audience into the field of interest of the whole finance, because for example, the miners in Ethereum are not DeFi related in terms of participation in the protocols, but in Ton blockchain, the efficient teams of validators or single validators who have a lot of value to a lot of value in storage, they can put them to the whole economy in both validation and and the DeFi like activities. So that's from high level, and it's intuitive, just logic, and it makes the whole nature of environment much more loosely coupled, and empowers the like interaction between parties of different interests. And I think that this is this pretty much natural for the world we live like off chain. So all the system is interconnected. And the second is that not only the transaction fees are cheaper than in Ethereum or something like that. And the important property is that transaction fees costs depend on smart contract complexity and not the load on the system. So in Ethereum, the more you put load on the system, the more like the less people can include the transactions in the next block, and that incentivizes the miners to increase the fees, and that's why they are growing. But in the Ton blockchain, the miners or validators are not those who tell the price. The price is told by the protocol, and the only few variables are on the master chain which regulate that. But there is a long process of adaptation or changing the fees calculation process. So the fundamentally this TX costs, whatever load you put on the blockchain, TX costs will be pretty much the same, and will depend only the complexity of the contracts you will use for DeFi activities. And the next thing, and this is also important, it's also about the single environment for everyone, is that the whole execution model of Ton VM assumes that everything you can do on the blockchain is done via smart contracts. And this allows also to loosely couple the system and put some business logic, which in Ethereum, for example, you should like always hack on optimizations and reduce on-chain logic, because it will produce fees and make the transaction long, and also the synchronous, like one to the next call. So this kind of execution brings some how to do it, some borders so you can't do what you want to do, because there are fundamental borders which not allow you to make some interesting logic. And in the Ton blockchain, you can do basically everything, but the more you can do, the more you should be responsible of what you're doing, because if we want to employ all the capabilities, all the computation power, we should follow some best practices of writing smart contracts, and they are not like obvious. Like, for example, the rule that the contract cannot be just a holder of data, like it is used to in Ethereum community, and you should abstract out some different entities and redeploy them to employ the sharding capabilities and to not spam the single shard. But there's some rules pretty easy to like used to, and I think that the key point that we should push on is that if you are an Ethereum developer, you can write smart contracts in language you used to write, in Solidity. And
we lost you.
And the last thing I wanted to mention is that the smart contracts are we can write smart contracts in Solidity, which is the language the whole Ethereum community used to, and make the simple like journey from Ethereum to Ton. So it is all like the just the points which which any like programmer cannot just so they will agree with the simple like arguments based on logic, based on like computer science stuff. And I think we should like base our communication on just on the fundamental architectural differences, which which lead to completely new possibilities.
Very well. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this, and I personally think that we need to collect all what was said. So I will just run the recordings to create a transcript of the discussion, and maybe we should prepare a kind of one-pager about DeFi on Triton, explaining just in thesis. It's why it's better, like Nivert said, case by case, both for developers and also for businesses who will invest money into development of products on Triton. What do you think?
Well, yes. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I will draft this one-pager, and afterwards we'll publish it in the group, and let's work on it together. And after it's ready, so we will just make some beauty, add some beauty to it with the right design and whatever, and we'll use it in our communication, and also we'll publish it on Triton Wiki.
By the way, do you know some developers from Ethereum community who like who made some steps in the story of becoming a Ton blockchain developer? Or so, because the main issue here is that we don't like we haven't any tutorial or some road which aimed to Ethereum developer to move to Ton, and which so the key audience I think is Ethereum developer, because there are a lot of developers, and I don't know how like because we have some like maybe contests or just tasks in our roadmap to write some docs, and these docs I think should take in mind that the audience will be at most Ethereum developers, and the most like valuable audience is an audience that experience in writing smart contracts and knowing all the algorithms. So we should make the journey comfortable for them first, and then for just those who want to know how to write smart contracts. And the request here from developer experience, in my perception, is that
Ivan, I think this question is not to DeFi government; it's to development. Government.
That's totally,
and I will support.
But we know that you are the first who like created tokens, for example, and the tokens is a wide use case. So you have a hands-on experience, and this may, and when you will rewrite all the smart contracts of Ethereum, etc., you will gain like a hands-on knowledge which you can share. I think that we can.
I will think, but it's very expensive for us because these guys who created smart contracts for Atomic Swap and for first token, they are very busy, and Saturday and Sunday from Monday to evening every day. and this is a systematical problem for us and for Ton Labs too, because Of
No,
course,
I'm not.
we have knowledge, expertise, but all in work.
Because I'm not talking about just sharing the knowledge in the like lectures, but maybe point out some important links or maybe key insights, like maybe like if you can, and if you cannot, that's pretty.
I will try maybe short guide from our side because yeah, we have experience. We transfer a lot of different smart contracts from Ethereum to Ton, and we have a team, and all guys from this team from Ethereum community, of course, and we know how to do it, and maybe we can describe some good. Some good short
Good
text
practices,
intro how to do it.
Yeah,
yeah, and we can always run a contest for this. On
well, it's great, but it's cool to save some time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I propose to discuss this very topic in the frames of dev experience governance. Yeah, and for DeFi part, I think that's all for today. So if anyone wants to say something, please, if you have any other topics to cover.
When moon?
Went to the moon. Okay, the moon is right away. You know, you can see this in the sky each day, almost. But to answer frankly, it's a hard job to be done. So we are doing it. So as we discussed it over last calls, so we have a roadmap for free on DeFi. So and we do our best it to happen by all these crucial bricks of the DeFi wall to be built until end of the year. But that's not a promise. That's our own ambition, and we hope we will manage to reach it. The more developers will join us, will join the jury, will join contest, will join the governance, the better, in fact. And we again invite everyone who feels capable in doing something. Please join, please share your expertise, and it will just bring the moon closer.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Any other questions? 3, 2, 1, and over. Thank you guys for attending this call. See you, hear you.
Thank you,
everyone, next week, same time.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.